All right, 7th graders, this is to help prepare you for number 10 on that test next week. It says a picture frame is being centered on a wall. The wall is 5.8 meters long. The picture frame is 1.3 meters wide. Which equation can be used to determine how much of the wall should be on each side of the picture frame? All right, I got my picture frame. My picture frame is 1.3 meters. And then it's inside this beautiful room. And the wall I'm trying to center it along is 5.8 meters long. So that's how long the actual room is. And I'm trying to get it centered here. So as I try to get it centered, it says, well, it must be a multiple choice maybe because it says which equation. So I want to know, I want to write an equation that can be used to determine how much of the wall on each side. So if I want to know how much of the wall on each side, what I'm really looking for is what would just one of these measurements be. So I could let x equal the amount of wall, or the length of the wall on one side of the picture frame. Okay, so let's go ahead and put an X where each of these question marks are. So if I know I have an X, then I have this picture frame that's 1.3 meters long. Then I have another X on this side of it, and I got to take those and add those all up to come up with my 5.8. That's what I do to figure out what each of these X's are. I'd say, okay, that's going to be X. Then I have a 1.3, then it's another X, and I got to put them all together to get a total of 5.8. So at this point, I would then combine like terms. I know if there's no coefficient in front of the X, I can write a 1 in. So I combine my x's. 1x plus 1x would be 2x. 2x plus 1.3 equals 5.8. That would be one possible equation. There's lots of possible equations that I could come up with to solve this. I could have started with my 5.8. I could have subtracted off the 2x's and gotten down to my 1.3. This is the equation I chose to write. I'm going to suggest on your test, you write an equation you're comfortable with. You solve that equation and see which of the given equations match in terms of once you get to an answer. So that would be the equation I'd come up with, and then I'd solve it to find out the length of wall on each side. But it doesn't ask me to solve it, it just says to come up with the equation. I hope that helps.